Welcome to CT Collectibles. That's T.
I'm C. No, he's C.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. You got it.
That's C, I'm T.
All right, we're going to sort of wrap up our Hall of Fame tracker series here with the right fielders. These are the guys that can hit a ton. They can't really field or anything like that, so you chuck them into right field. But yeah, there's some bangers in here, so it's a good way to finish. Next week we will kind of wrap it up with a on the line, above the line, and show some of the pickups we've made throughout this process. Most of our buying does happen in the off season here, but yes, let's take a look at the right fielders, see who's on track. If you are collectors like us, you don't care about the day-to-day flipping. You're more interested in who could have some long-term relevance, and nothing more relevant than a Hall of Famer, correct? Mm-hmm. Except for some steroid guys in like the 80s and 90s. But we won't talk about them, I suppose. So
Sammy Sosa.
And Sammy Sosa could be on this list with his 600 home runs, but you're not.
600?
You're not going to see Sammy. You're not going to see Gary Sheffield. So not just yet. They would be in, but we need the floodgates to open here. So we start off with some right field Hall of Fame stats, if you would.
27 right fielders in the MLB Hall of Fame. Average WAR of all Hall of Famers, 67.98. Wow. Highest Fangraphs WAR, 168.8. Okay, Abreu.
Yeah. He was good. Okay. He good.
Class of 36. Most hits, 3,771. Hank Aaron.
He good too.
Class of 82. Most home runs, 755. Hank Aaron. Class of 82. 3,000 hit club, Aaron. Paul Wainer. Tony Gwynn.
He was one of my favorites. It's true.
I like Paul Molitor.
Yeah, you can like him too. He was great as well.
Dave Winfield, Al Kaline, and Roberto Clemente.
St. Paul's own Dave Winfield. So, all right. We've got some guys in the 500 home run club.
Mm-hmm. Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Frank Robinson, Reggie Jackson, and Mel Ott.
Mel Ott. That is right. So I think this is... Oh, hey! It's our newest addition to right field in the Hall of Fame. Our very own Tony Oliva.
Yay!
Congratulations. Woo! Long time coming there. I had to edit this because I was going to have him as like a, here's a guy that you should consider a little bit more. He maybe should be in. And then they inducted him before we got to film this. So how about that? Good job. So there's some young guys that are pretty exciting as well. We'll just have to wait and see how they progress.
Jason Mingus, he's a center fielder.
Yeah, I don't know. They had him in a right field prospect thing. So
Jason Mingus.
Yeah. So it looks like he's 17-year-old, right?
I got him.
And a lot of the the center field prospects that we had last week, like Riley Green and Kelenic and all those, they actually put them in right field here. So who knows where they're going to play? Fangraphs and Baseball Reference and MLB.com, they need to get on the same page here. But it is what it is. Let's get into it here. So we're going to move ourselves down. We're going to start it off with Bobby Abreu. All right, this is a person that's getting a little bit of statisticians really like him.
The starting of his career just...
That's kind of the story with these guys. Started a little bit late, but he tracked really well.
And then, he started early, but he just didn't do much. And then after about
do much.
After...
He started late and did a lot. Okay. So yeah, 50, roughly 59 WAR. So that's kind of in line here. 291 average.
Does Bobby Abreu still play?
He does not. That's why he's getting Hall of Fame votes.
Oh, okay. So he's
home runs. Yeah.
He's one of those people that hits a lot.
He played for a long time. He was on a lot of playoff teams. He was very key on some very good teams. I don't think the credentials, the bona fides, are quite there. So the voters as well kind of have that 5% and that 8%. So he's ticking up a little bit. I don't know if he gets to that 50% level where if you hit that mark, then you're almost guaranteed a spot. There's one player who had 50% of the vote, not including active people on the roster or the steroid guys or whatever, that wasn't in the Hall of Fame. That was Gil Hodges, and he just got in. So if you get 50%, you're kind of in. So that bodes very well for Todd Helton and Scott Rowland. So we'll see if he can get up there. Seems like a Hall of very good type thing. He was a compiler over a long period of time. But, it's important to look at him, and you can see his trajectory. And when you look at other guys with track, it doesn't mean that you are in if you're able to track. I think you need to do a little bit more as well. Like this guy.
Ichiro.
Started really late because he played in Japan for a long time, but then he was amazingly consistent and awesome. And so,
he has a lot of silver gold gloves, yeah. 10 gold.
Exactly. If you can, the WAR isn't everything. You can have a lot of WAR, but if it's empty WAR, then it doesn't mean a whole lot. But if you are able to be generational in some effect here, so
117 home runs.
He wasn't a home run here. He didn't have to be 300,
Well,
and you stole a lot of
he's in
bases.
that
3,000
hit
hits, exactly. There you go.
311
MVP,
average.
Rookie of the Year, same year I believe. Oh, but 10 All-Star games, 10 Gold Gloves.
2024 ballot if he's gonna get in.
He's in. So 2020, you're welcome to the Hall of Fame in 2025. He is currently priced as a Hall of Famer.
How do you know that? Is he just that good?
Yep. Oh, absolutely. 3,000
Okay.
hits, 10 Gold Gloves, 10 All-Star games,
Okay.
batting titles,
Wait.
MVP. In.
Which Japanese player is better, Ichiro or is it Shohei Ohtani? The
Ichiro.
Okay.
Not close right now.
Well, right now.
Well,
Ohtani's a two-way player.
When we do this in 10 years, we'll see where Ohtani lines up.
Ohtani's a two-way player.
That's fine. Ichiro was one way, but he was awesome. So, all right, Nelson Cruz, who's been one of the best hitters over the past 4 years, but an extremely late start.
Oh gosh, he's not making it to the Hall of Fame.
Well,
all very good.
There's a reason he's on here. All right, so he is.
It's a reason because he used to be on the Twins.
Different reason. So, anyways, he's been extremely productive, but came up way too late. So
I was about to cry
what we want to see is at least 2,000 hits. If he can put in a couple more years, he's sitting at 449 home runs.
He might make it to the 500 home run.
If he gets to 500. There's some PED rumors, so we'll see how that works out. But if some of those guys start to get in, he gets to 500 home runs. It's going to be very difficult to not get him in. You'll have a lowish WAR for modern players,
at least
but
have to get into the 2,000.
But as a hitter. Yeah, he needs to get that in the 500 home runs. I mean, that's really going to build his case here. So it'll be a little bit, 7 All-Star games, 4 Silver Sluggers. I mean, he's been terrific. Just a late start. If he was a 35-year-old right now, I mean, and with these numbers, I mean, it would be a no doubter. So let's see if he can put up another couple of years. He did really well when he was playing with the Twins. So come on back, Nelly. We'll take you here. But he's an excellent bat. There's no question about it. Can he put it up a couple more years, get to that 500, and really force the issue? You can get his cards pretty cheap for the time being. Jason Hayward. All right. Came up and was doing everything right. I mean, he was hitting and
now
he really leveled off. And so this is why you want to track the stuff every year. Here's a guy that was on the path and people would pay for it and all that. And then now he's well off the path, and I don't know what kind of a resurgence we get back on the line. So this is one where, hot streaks. So the reason that we do this as well
he has 5 Gold Gloves already.
Yeah, so within the season, he's 31 years old. So he's sitting, 1,300 hits, 158 home runs, 102 OPS. So not anything crazy there. So 33 wins, and at age 31, you should have closer to 48. The average Hall of Famer does here. So does have an All-Star game and has got the Gold Gloves here. But you can see he's off the track. So with really good seasons, maybe it's a chance to sell if you have him, or if he has a bad season, don't feel like oh my gosh, I need to run out and buy him here. So pretty far off the track here. He'll need a few seasons to really get back on that one. So again, if you're a collector, you can probably get him pretty cheap. Mm-hmm. But as far as a long-term hold, you probably want to use good years to lighten the load a little bit. All right, couple spec guys here. Kyle Tucker.
Started.
He hadn't been around too. This is right here. We blame Dusty Baker because he doesn't like to play rookies. But when he did start playing, he is a star. He is a top 10 bat in the league. He's got a couple hundred.
How much runs did he get in 2019? Because the Bulls were bombing that year.
They were. But I don't think he played a full season. And then last year was shortened, but this year he was a top 10 bat overall. So 43 home runs. So you can see right here is probably the more important number here. So we're not too concerned about the wins at this point. 129 OPS, so elite level bat, and average WAR for someone at age 24. That's his age right now. Off the pace, obviously, but he's tracking very, very well. So this is a good spec player. You can still get him relatively cheap, a lot of his things. And is a player that I like as well, and so at least he's showing that he can produce at a necessary level here. So we'll see if he can do it over the next few years, and then his prices should rise commensurately. All right, Jordan, his teammate, a lot of Stros here. So these guys could really make people forget about the Astros cheating because they weren't really part of it. So if this is the new crew, they're not really associated with that. Stigma can kind of go away here, but he's hitting bombs. He's an elite,
and they didn't make it to the World Series last year or this year.
Correct. Yeah. So 150 OPS. I mean, he is a beast.
Baseball year.
Correct. Yes, I understand what you're saying. So this year, last season, right? Wins above replacement again, right in there with Kyle Tucker for the most part.
And
so
he got Rookie of the Year.
Right, yeah, he was hurt last year, and he came on. He's hitting this year. He's a beast. He can hit. There's no question about it. Another one that's tracking. A lot of these guys, Bo Bichette, go back to him and Jordan. I mean, they're base rookie cards in a PSA 10. Going to cost you about $30, $40 or something like that. Lubob is right in there as well, so they're all fairly priced. But if you look at their trajectories and what they're capable of, Bo Bichette's above the line. Lubob is producing. They're all kind of doing the same thing here. So it's like, yeah, all right.
Speaking of those guys, how are they not like tied?
What do you mean?
Anywhere close to Jordan? Are they close to Jordan?
In what?
Bo Bichette and Lubob, are they close to Jordan?
They're tracking similarly. Bo Bichette's above the line.
No, I mean like were they close to getting Rookie of the Year also?
No, because that was 2019. Those other guys came up in 2020.
No. I mean Bo Bichette and Lubob.
They're 2020.
Yeah. I know. If he got Rookie of the Year in 2020.
He didn't. He got in 2019.
Who got in 2020 then? Bo Bichette, Lubob?
I forgot who got it last year.
It might have been. Maybe it was Kyle Lewis.
Oh, very good. Yeah, good thing we didn't pause and look that up or anything like that because it would have bugged us throughout the whole thing. So, he didn't really follow that up too well, did he?
No.
No, he did not. So, all right, Jordan, again, spec play, but he was right in there. All right, let's get into some guys that have been around for a little while.
I thought that was going to say
Giancarlo Stanton. Well, it says Stanton. I got that part. So, tracking beautifully last couple of years.
Because they played for the Marlins.
Right. So, even though he's been injured off and on, I mean, when he's on the field, he is a beast.
Does he still play?
Of course, he's on the Yankees. So it's kind of flattened out. Last year was a good season for him.
Is this legitimately Giancarlo Stanton?
Yes.
Oh,
Who do you think?
It says Mike.
He changed his name. He used to go by Mike Stanton, then he changed it to Giancarlo because he likes pizza so much. So he wanted an Italian name. I think that's how that goes. All right. So 1,200 hits, 347 home runs. He's only 150 away, only right from 500, but he's a youngish guy. He could absolutely do that and force the issue here. It's all about health. If he stays on the field and he plays, relatively full seasons, 120, 130 games, this is what he does. When he misses, he gets hit in the face and misses a bunch of games, tears a hamstring or whatever, then this is what he does. If he's healthy, he will continue to track. He will put up Hall of Fame level numbers in the power department. 143 OPS, that's an elite level bat over a career. That's a really good season for most guys, and that's a career for him. Sitting at 42 wins above replacement, age 31, he should be at 48. He's not that far off the pass. I like him, and his prices are depressed enough where, he's off the track. But again, it's about health. If he's healthy, monster.
His favorite pitcher is Mike Fiers.
Maybe.
He's got hit.
Is that the one?
And the second time he got hit, he actually hit a home run late of that game.
Well, there you go.
Basically,
you gotta take. Is that the one he hit that left the ballpark in like 1 second? It was just like a rocket. It looked like a line drive, and it was out of the park. It was amazing. Yeah. So he does have an MVP. He's got a couple. It
was on Jackie Robinson Day or whatever.
Oh, something like that. Yeah. So I don't remember. I don't have the memory you have, man. Good work. All right, he's got an MVP, which is huge. All right, so if he's ever on the fence, here's your tiebreaker right here. He's an MVP. Not too many of those out there, right? 4 All-Star games, couple Silver Sluggers, and he's
top 5 MVPs.
2 top 5 MVPs. One of them was the MVP, so he had at least one, right? So health. If he's healthy, get on board, right? Same with this guy.
Aaron Judge.
All rise here. He's in kind of the same spot.
Okay. When you say all rise, I don't know what you mean by the judge saying all rise, or
so
he's super tall.
If you're both, look up. So if you're in a courtroom, I don't know. I've never been in a courtroom, but I've seen it. I've seen enough night court on TV. So you come in, and then the bailiff will say all rise, and then the judge comes in. So it's out of respect. So judge. Very good. 500. We've got over 500 hits. We have 158 home runs. I thought he had more, but did most of that in his first season here. So 150 OPS. And the guy's a beast. When he plays, awesome. He doesn't even have to be a full season. 120, 130 games. He will give you 5 or 6 wins here.
I'm not surprised he got Rookie of the Year. 50.
Right. Well, rookie record's gonna kind of do that.
How much did he get? Like 52 home runs?
Something like that, yeah. What Alonso, what did he have, like 53? He beat it by 1, so 52 then. 24 wins at age 29. You want to be closer to whatever that is. At 33 or 39? 39. So, again, off the pace with a late start. I didn't realize he'd come up at like age 24. That's a really late start. He's sure doing what he can to make up for it, but...
I mean, it's actually... How good a late start? You want to come up at like 19?
Well, look at this line start going. Yeah, when you're like 22, 23. So this is like age 21 or whatever, but yeah, he came up actually pretty late, and his first year was 2016, like the back half was a little bit of a wash. 2017 monster year, and again, just be on the field, and he's a 5 or 6 win player. So if he can do that, if he can be that 5 win player for the next 5 years up until age 34, 35, and then coast a little bit and maybe get close to 50 home runs. It's all about it's right. It's all about health with him. So he and Stanton, it's like, oh my gosh. So and then they're priced fairly similarly as well, and they're not the Hall of Fame level or anything like that. So it goes Rookie of the Year, All-Star Game, Silver Slugger, top 5 MVPs, whatever. If he plays in, right. for a long time. If he keeps getting hurt every year for half seasons, then yeah. So anyways, his prices reflect that. He's below the line on that one here. So all right, let's get into some more some of the solid guys and wrap this up here. He good here. So
he's only played like, oh gosh.
Right. He came out firing and hasn't really looked back, even with the down season.
Yeah.
His prices.
And he's been playing how much years? His rookie year was.
This was 2014, so I think he came up in. I think he started in 2014.
About only 7 years, and he's already like over 1,000 hits.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, so I mean, that's less than 200 hits a year, which 200 is a good number, right? So he's in there. He's 178 home runs, 134 OPS. So he's a beast. 44 wins at age 28, only 28 years old. Average Hall of Famer has 34 wins, and so he is well above the line on this one. This is a guy that just stay healthy, just be Mookie. Even last year, Mookie is going to be enough to continue this trajectory and put up the numbers commensurate for that. He's got a MVP, 5 All-Star games, 4 Silver Sluggers, 5 Gold Gloves, batting title, 3 top 5 MVPs.
If he's only playing out. If he started playing at 2014 and he's 28 right now, so he started playing when he was 21. That's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. He came in right on time, but then he's better than a lot of those guys as well. So there weren't the reason this line is a little bit gentle at the beginning.
He makes a lot of great bets.
Very, very. I see what you did there. So with this line right here, you had a lot of guys that weren't playing right now. So the WAR stays a little bit lower. So not everybody started at 20 or 21. You had some guys come in at 23, 24 and really start to ramp this up. So anyways, Mookie's doing everything he can. And you don't have a Mookie, you should be looking at a Mookie. His prices right now, $250 or something like that. I mean, this is off from $1,000 card. Shouldn't have been up there. $250. That's in line with some other guys that are kind of on that Hall of Fame path. So. Yes, get you a Mookie. We'll look at him in the Friday show. We look at him almost every Friday. So
he's good. This is actually the first name of Juan.
This is the Juan part.
Juan Soto, and then we have LeBron James.
Exactly. This is the Juan part of things. Whatever. He's only been up for a couple years here. So 450 hits, 98 home runs, which is actually really, really good. 160 OPS. Again, that's all-star. That's like MVP level season. He's doing that for his career.
And
17 wins.
Way above the line.
Yeah, 17 wins because he came up early and he's a man among boys here. At age 22, the average Hall of Famer has about 5, and so he's killing it. This is not Hall of Fame path. This is generational. This is generational path.
This is Tatis and that Mike Trout, probably that Tatis that we.
Yeah, it really is.
This is probably
generational. This is a generational path, not a Hall of Fame path. He came out
perfectly. Wait, he's only 22 and he's been playing since he was 19.
Yes, All-Star game, couple Silver Sluggers, batting title, 2 top 5 MVPs. I mean, this is
in only 3 years.
Left-handed Mike Trout without the defense, but hitting wise, this is the best guy from the left side of the plate for the next decade.
Definitely.
His prices, they've been hovering around that 130, 140 area or something like that. The print run's really, really high on him, but the refractors that he has, those are holding in just fine. Everyone wants a piece of Soto, and if you don't have a Soto, you may want to get a Soto. So, big fan of him. And compare him to other guys on the track or whatever at their price. He's priced pretty fairly.
This might be the other good left-hander player.
If you like Juan Soto, you have to love Bryce Harper. He's on a better path.
A better path.
Better path than Juan Soto.
You said Juan Soto was the best lefty for the decade. Though.
For the next decade, probably. I mean, do you think he's going to be as good as he's been up until his age 38 season? Yeah, exactly.
You said he's
over the next 5 years, maybe I take Harper. No, I mean, Soto's an incredible talent. He's a great hitter. So 1,200 hits, 267 home runs, 142 OPS for his career. Insane. 43 wins above replacement. The average Hall of Famer at 28, 34.
Wow.
Exactly. He's right in there with Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is like a 44 as well. Those two guys, I mean, they're just right next to each other. But where he's at, at Juan Soto's age, he was actually ahead of Soto at the time.
Whoa, he got 2 top 5 MVPs, and both of those were normal MVPs.
Just normal, regular MVPs. Rookie of the Year, 6 All-Star games, Silver Sluggers, MVP 5.
How much years has he been playing?
He's 28 and 6 years something. So he came up in was that 2012? I think he was 20 or something like that.
So
he's 1920.
He
came up in
1920.
19 or 20 is his age.
Oh, I thought you said the year.
Yeah, he's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, So anyways, so again, his a ton of rookie cards. Don't expect that his cards should be commensurate with Mookie Betts, who has very limited amount of rookie cards.
So he's only made it to the All-Star game, like, he hasn't
Only.
made it. He hasn't made it to the All-Star game 2 times.
Well, one time there wasn't an All-Star game, like last year.
Aww.
So maybe he missed like one or
Okay,
something, but he's been
one.
he's been a beast. And whatever you think of him personally, this should be a target high on your list. Again, ton of base rookie cards. I don't think that his value should be where like Mookie Betts is because of all those rookie cards. But when you start to get into the refractors, limited stuff, should be up there, and they are. You can see his prices kind of especially in the parallel market, the Chromes market, they're ripping pretty well here. So again, I think most of these cards are probably pretty fairly priced. I'm just trying to throw out targets, and so that's what we got.
Now we're gonna do the Hall of Fame.
Right. Well, we're just gonna take it out slow and chat a little bit. So next week we'll just go through the guys that they're on the line or above the line. We've made some pickups based on that list. Show you what we're doing. Kind of a mail day hybrid, and then that will be that for the Hall of Fame this year. There he is. That'll be for the Hall of Fame this year. We'll do it again next fall after the season when all the data's in. And see how guys are doing here. So St. Paul Zone. Mm-hmm. That's what we got for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the night or day or whenever you're watching this. Enjoy the rest of it or something.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.